Your house is clean on Sunday. By Wednesday, it looks like a different building. Dishes on the counter, clothes on the chair, papers on every surface. A full Saturday wasted cleaning what somehow came back by Tuesday. You are not lazy. You are not disorganized. You just have a system that only cleans mess, instead of one that prevents it. Japan has one of the smallest average living spaces in the developed world. And yet, walk into a Japanese home and there is almost nothing out of place. No pile on the counter, no chaos on the floor, no mystery chair covered in clothes. Not because Japanese people clean more than you, because they have 15 habits that make a mess almost impossible to create in the first place. Today, we go through all 15, one by one, and I promise, by the end of this video, your entire relationship with your home will change. Habit 1. The moment you enter a Japanese home, something happens that changes everything. You take off your shoes. This is called the Genkan, a designated entrance zone, slightly lower than the rest of the floor, where outside life ends and inside life begins. It is not just about cleanliness, it is a psychological boundary. The moment shoes come off, the outside world stays outside. Stress, dirt, chaos, all of it gets left at the door, literally. But the deeper habit is the boundary itself. Outside energy stays outside, inside stays clean, sacred, protected. Start with the Genkan, designate a spot, shoes off at the door, every time, without exception. Habit 2. In a Japanese home, every single object has exactly one place where it lives, not two places, not somewhere around here. One place, always. The scissors live in the second drawer. The remote lives on the left side of the table. The keys live on the hook by the door. This concept is called Teisho, fixed positions for everything. Here is why it matters. Mess is not created when you use something. Mess is created when you put it down somewhere it doesn't belong. When everything has a fixed home, the decision of where to put it back takes zero thought, zero energy. It just goes back automatically. Go through your home this week. Give every object one fixed address, not a general area, one exact spot. Habit 3. Before anything new enters a Japanese home, something old leaves. This is called the one in, one out rule, and Japanese people follow it with almost religious discipline. Buy a new shirt, one old shirt leaves. Buy a new book, one old book leaves. Receive a gift, something else finds a new home. The result? The home never accumulates. It stays at the same volume of objects indefinitely. Most Western homes operate on the 1 and 0 out system. Things arrive and never leave. Over months and years, the home fills up. The 1 in 1 out rule forces the decision every single time something new enters, before it even unpacks. Habit 4. Every morning in Japan before anything else happens, the home gets a 5-minute reset, not a clean, a reset. Pillows go back, surfaces get cleared, yesterday's cup goes to the sink, the floor gets a quick pass, 5 minutes every morning before the day begins. The Western model waits for mess to build up and then does a big clean. The Japanese model prevents mess from building at all. 5 minutes every morning is 35 minutes a week. One big weekend clean is typically 2 to 3 hours. The math is not close. Habit 5. Japan has a concept called Kaizen. It means continuous small improvement. Applied to the home, it means never walk past something that needs fixing. If something is slightly out of place, fix it right now in the 2 seconds it takes. A pile of papers starts as 2 papers. A cluttered drawer starts as 3 misplaced items. A chaotic kitchen starts as 1 unwashed pot left for later. Kaizen catches all of it at the seed before it grows. Habit 6. In Japanese cooking, there is a ritual called Mise en place. Everything in its place before cooking begins. Ingredients chopped, pots ready, spices measured, everything out and arranged before the first flame turns on. The result? Cooking creates almost no mess, no frantic searching, no spills from rushing, no chaos. Western cooking typically starts with the idea and figures out the rest while the pan is already burning. Apply mise en place to every task, not just cooking. Lay out everything you need before you start. The mess in the middle of any task comes from searching for things while the task is already running. Prepare first, execute second. Clean up is almost nothing. Habit 7. Japanese people clean while they cook, not after. The cutting board gets wiped between ingredients. The bowl gets rinsed while something is on the stove. The counter gets cleared before the food is even plated. By the time the meal is on the table, the kitchen is almost clean already. Western kitchens typically explode during cooking and get addressed after eating. By then, energy is gone. The pile sits until morning. Morning becomes afternoon. The habit of cleaning as you go requires zero extra time. You are waiting for things to cook anyway. That time gets used. Habit 8. Japanese homes practice something called Danshari. Dan, refuse. Sha, throw away. Ri, separate from. It is the philosophy of aggressively cutting attachment to objects, not just decluttering, refusing to allow attachment to form in the first place. Most Western homes operate under the opposite philosophy. Keep everything just in case. Store everything just in case. Japan recognized centuries ago that owning less is not deprivation. It is freedom. The less you own, the less there is to manage. The less there is to manage, the calmer the home becomes. Habit 9. In Japan, there's a concept called Wabi-Sabi, the beauty of imperfection and impermanence. Applied to the home, it removes the pressure of perfection. Western homes often operate under all or nothing thinking. Either the whole house gets cleaned or nothing gets touched. Either everything is perfect or the whole thing feels like failure. Wabi-Sabi says, a mostly tidy home today is better than a perfectly clean home that never happens. 5 things put back is better than 0 things. 1 surface cleared is progress. This mindset change alone removes the paralysis that lets mess accumulate for weeks. Habit 10. Japanese people do not own what they cannot see a specific use for. Before buying anything, the question is asked, where will this live? What exactly will it replace? Does this make daily life better? If those 3 questions cannot be answered immediately, the item does not come home. Western buying is often emotional. It looks good in the store. It might be useful someday. It was on sale. Buy with purpose. Buy with a designated home already decided. Buy less and be more intentional about everything that enters. Habit 11. Japanese homes use what is called visible storage only for daily use items. Things used every day are visible, accessible, and within reach. Things used less often are stored completely out of sight. The rule is simple. If you see it, you use it daily. If you do not use it daily, you do not see it. Western homes typically display everything. Sentimental items, occasional use items, and daily items all compete for the same visual space. The result is surfaces that feel chaotic even when technically organized. Clear your surfaces down to daily use only. Everything else goes behind a door. Habit 12. Japan has a tradition of seasonal decluttering called Oosoji, traditionally done at the end of the year. The home gets a deep review. Every object gets evaluated. Every drawer gets emptied. Every corner gets examined. But the modern Japanese interpretation happens 4 times a year. Once per season. Why seasonal? Because life changes between seasons. What was useful in winter is not useful in summer. Every 3 months the home gets permission to evolve. Seasonal Oosoji prevents the slow accumulation of things that quietly stop being useful, but never got the chance to leave. Habit 13. Last thing at night, the home gets reset to 0. This is perhaps the most powerful habit on this entire list. Before sleeping, every surface goes back. Every dish gets dealt with. Every item gets returned to its fixed address. The next morning begins in a clean home. Not a home that needs to be fixed before the day can start. Waking up to chaos puts the mind immediately into deficit. Waking up to order gives the day a completely different starting energy. It takes 8 minutes. 8 minutes every night for a different quality of every morning. Habit 14. Japanese culture teaches that shared spaces are respected because they belong to everyone, not tolerated because they belong to no one. In Japanese homes, common areas stay cleaner than private spaces. The kitchen, The entrance, the living room. These receive the most care because everyone uses them. Western culture often reverses this. Private spaces stay organized, while common spaces slowly absorb the mess of everyone, avoiding the responsibility of shared ownership. The Japanese habit is simple. Take responsibility for shared space as if it belongs entirely to you. Habit 15. The final habit is the one that holds all the others together. In Japan, there's a concept called intentional empty space. Applied to the home, it means emptiness is not failure. Emptiness is the goal. 15 habits. Not one of them requires a weekend. Not one of them requires money. Not one of them requires motivation. They just require a different relationship with your home. A home is not a storage unit for your life. It is where your life happens. Japan figured that out centuries ago, and they built 15 habits to protect it. Every week on Aura Japan, one hidden Japanese system decoded. Subscribe. You will not want to miss this one.